Hi Internet, welcome to today's edition of Stop and Think Puzzles. Let's look at the Wednesday New York Times crossword puzzle today. The constructor is Jesse Goldberg, the editor is Joe Faliano. I'm John Appleseed, your host, and glad to have you along as we solve the puzzle. So let's dive in and get started. One across, chicken par blank in fat. Parboiled. I don't know what that means. One down, counselor on the Enterprise. Deanna Troy was the counselor on the Next Generation. Two down, sexual attraction with the hots, maybe. Three down, texter's qualifier, perhaps in my humble opinion, IMHO. Four down is actress Davis, Gina Davis, I think. And five down, opposite of vertical probably, so horizontal, HOR, would be the opposite. Chicken par thigh. 14 across lover boy, Romeo fits there. 17 across referring to the rest, forming the word other. So if this were chicken part, high in fat, might be thigh. Okay, so this takes some thinking, but we take the clue is chicken par blank, and then four more blanks in fat. So if we take T to finish the word part, then put in the letters HIGH for high, the clue might read chicken part high in fat. And thigh would be an answer there. Same thing here for 17 across, referring to the rest. Referring to the rest might be other. So that seems to work. Two down, hots is the sexual attraction. Has the stage. He is on. He has the stage. Gina Davis looks right. Okay, so a little bit of a complicated theme, but I think we've got it figured out. Six across, last word. At times, don't know. Six down, Spanish-speaking neighborhood, maybe a barrio. Seven down, half of the couple on the iconic Rolling Stone cover of January 22nd, 1981, don't know. Eight down, subject for Milton Friedman, economics. Last word could be bye. Goodbye might be the last word of a meeting. Let's try econ for subject for Milton Friedman, economics. Bronx politician with a noted 2018 upset familiarly, 15 across, maybe that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC. For short, 18 across, one-time studio with a broadcast tower in its logo. I think that's RKO. So were John and Yoko on the cover of Rolling Stone on that date? Maybe let's try Yoko Ono. For seven down. 21 across, participants in a 140.6 mile race. Maybe that's the Ironman triathlon. Just a guess. Okay, 9 across, hurdles for doctoral students. Oral exams might be a hurdle for doctoral students, so that fits. 16 across, clay figure in Jewish folklore. Is that the golem, maybe? 9 down, Nash, who wrote adore, is what a dog is perpetually on the wrong side of. Ogden Nash. Is this a plural? Iron Men? Participants in that race, so they might be Iron Men. 16 across, yeah, let's try golem. I think that is a clay figure who comes to life in Jewish folklore. 10 down, units of X-ray exposure, Roentgens, I believe. If memory serves. 11 down, in the manner of, a la, chicken a la king, for example. Court call might be a call on a tennis court. Let, I think, is like a do-over serve. I'm not exactly sure, but it does show up in the crossword puzzle occasionally. 13 downs, texter's unbelievable, maybe shaking my head. So that works. 19, idea that terrifies thanatophobes. might be death. Okay, so D-E-A-T-H would fit in there to complete the clue. It's a little bit difficult for me to parse these. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around it because it's out of the ordinary. But I think we're on the right track here. 23 across is a prenatal diagnostic in brief. I think amniocentesis, amnio for short. And 25 across, because. Don't know. Okay, let's check out this section. 29 across, cropped photo. Don't know. 29 down, foods with names often ending in I. Don't know that. 30 down, Ivy League city surrounded by more than 150 waterfalls. I don't know. 31 down, fury. Anger, no. 35 across, comfortable. At ease, perhaps. 39 across, they... I don't know. 43 across, account. That could be a tale. I don't know. 47, maker of Aspire laptops. Is that Acer? I think. 51 across, being and nothingness author. Don't know. Don't know the Ivy League city. Don't know what fury might be. Okay, we didn't get much out of that section. 32 across, made amends for what one did. Atoned. Yes. 24 down, Broadway anti-Maine. She charms the husks right out of the corn. Maim. 21 down, make sense of. Interpret. I think that fits. Comfortable. So not at ease, but maybe at home. With that M-E ending. Can we get any of these? Foods with names often ending in I. Fury. And 36 down, analyze to a fault. Maybe overthink over something. Yeah, I like overthink. It seems to work. 39. They push over stuff. Pushovers? Shovers. Shovers push over stuff. All right. So I don't know that. Ithaca? Is that an Ivy League city? Could be. Fury. This pic, just an abbreviation for photo, might be picture, a cropped photo with a question mark. Fury could be holler. Word for anger. Account. Pastas usually end in I. Macaroni, spaghetti, ravioli. Well, there's to be tail, but I like Ithaca. It's not Ithaca, or is it? Is it Ithaca? Ulysses was king of Ithaca. Now that I think about it, I guess I don't really know how to spell it. I listened to it on an audiobook, so maybe it is Ithaca with an A, because tale would be an account of something, a story, a tale. Okay, let's try that. 44 across, snap back. Don't know. 40 down, site of many wrecks. The sea. What is snap back? I don't know. 48 across, another word for scallywag, for a chinwag? I don't know. These are hard for me to think about. Let's look over here. Because, don't know, 34 across. Something that can be dominant. I think you can have a dominant gene. 38 across, outline. Don't know. Star Trek. Something not heard. What's 33 down? Animal with a bugle-like mating call. I think that's an elk. 37 across. Up there. so to speak. If you're up there in years, you might be old. And 22 down, when your broad mind and narrow waist begin to change places, per E. Joseph Kosman. That sounds like an apt description of middle age. Klingon. Klingon is a Star Trek lingo not heard on the original series. I think they invented Klingon, or they invented the Klingon vocabulary and syntax for the follow-on series, Next Generation. I guess in the original series, we never heard them speak anything other than English, as I remember. 26 down, placed bets on both sides, hedged. 27 down, neighbor of Zambia and Namibia, Angola, I think. And 28 down, itsy bitsy. Could it be teeny? Because in that, yeah, okay. Outline could be the edge of something, not the sense of outline I was thinking of. 46 across, famous failures of the 50s. Edsel Fords were cars that did not sell well. And 50 across, a Venusian one, lasts 8 Earth months. I think a day on Venus might be that length. So teensy for itsy bitsy. That seems to work. Another word for a... I don't know. 51 across, being and nothingness author. Okay, Sartre. I don't know that title, but Sartre would certainly fit for an author's name. 53 across, venerable teachers, maybe sages. 42 down, going nowhere, idle. A rascal is another word for a scalawag. Lifeblood essence. And snap back, here it's used in the sense of what is the back of the word snap, i.e. the last letter P, and we're spelling out the letter P phonetically, P-E-E. So that's what that is. Casual greeting for 55 across, probably hi there. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. 61 across, street feature needed after a hard rain. Maybe you would need a drain after a hard rain, yeah. 61 down, they often mix up lyrics. DJs do that. 62 down, spoil, rot. 63 down, exclamation of enlightenment. Aha. And 66 across, going places. The John, the bathroom, is where you might go. Okay, New York Times. We're getting a little scatological here. 69 across, it's taken on a vampire hunt. A steak would be taken on a vampire hunt. And 52 down, often skipped step when making rice, rinse. Yeah, I was Googling something the other day completely unrelated to rice, and I got all these hits about, do you really need to rinse rice? 56 down, will figure. The figure who is in your will might be an heir. 64 across, word with tail or tight, tail end, tight end. 67 across, a smoothie bar supply. You need ice for smoothies. Checked the IDs of carded, and 70 across, like many autumn leaves. The autumn leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. So red fits there, according to the lyrics. 57 across, Tuscan city on the Arno River. Pisa, maybe. 54 down. Like the proverbial milk, don't cry over spilt milk is a proverb. 58 down, 411 is the info. You used to be able to call 411 on your phone and get information about things. 59 down, energize, don't know. 60 down, beg pardon, perhaps ahem. So let's try Pisa as the Tuscan city on the Arno. 65 across, pitchers position in the lineup historically. Pitchers pitched ninth until we got designated hitter in both leagues for some reason. I can't justify it. 68 across, title roll of 1966 and 2004 gives me an excuse to sing once more. What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? 65 down, tempest or monsoon, for example, would be a storm. Grammy winner for Best Rap Album, I guess that's Nas. Is that Lil Nas X, or is there another Nas? Energized to Stir, Storm, 471 across, and I think R finishes the puzzle. 15 minutes for a Wednesday. Yeah, usually I'm between 50. I have to think in my mind 5 to 10 for a Monday, 10 to 15 for a Tuesday, 15 to 20 for a Wednesday. So, yeah, still in my normal range, but on the fast end of that range. So that was not too difficult. I think the thing I most had difficulty with was trying to think of words and letters at the same time. This is a little bit, it's certainly out of the ordinary, the theme here, the way it's parsed, and it took some thinking to figure out. So for most of them, I needed a couple crossing letters filled in already before I could figure out what was going on. I liked some of these clues. We had a little Star Trek theme going on with Klingon and Counselor Troy up here in one down. Johns and P gave me pause. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you know how I feel about the New York Times verging into working blue, but I've said enough about that. So a couple good songs sparked here. Usually I have trouble thinking of more than one or two songs in a puzzle. I think I got 4 here. I have to watch the video again to count those. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.